dude,
but he's not a
1,000%.
second round centerman. I mean, he's not a second line centerman.
No, he's not.
Sure.
He's not. No, that goes to Kirby Dach, and
yeah,
did you see him starting to skate and shoot pucks?
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing, but it's a set, dude. I can't help but wonder what this
chance he's coming back this season. There's no chance.
There's no chance.
He doesn't have that Pacioretty healingness.
He doesn't have the Wolverine healing powers. Can you imagine? I can't help but wonder what this team would look like with Dach as their second line center.
We would be okay. I'm gonna say we would have been closer to like the Red Wings in terms of like standings. I'm saying because they're in the wild card slot right now. I think we would have been not too far from them, dude. Had we had a solid first and second line with healthy Dach and of course Nick Suzuki and everyone else. And you like too. He's part of it too. He was injured now, so I don't know, man. I'm scared for Dach because it's almost 2 years of like development that's totally gone. Like, fuck,
because of his injuries.
Think about it. Yeah, because of his injuries. It's not that he was playing bad. Look, he played 2 games, and he had 4 points in 2 games. Like he was on pace. He was killing it. So, I really hope he comes back strong and like doesn't get injured for a good few years.
Well, he spoke. He finally spoke to the media, and he said that his healing timeline is on point. It's not going to affect his training. It's not going to affect his skating ability and all that. But did you hear what else he said? You talk about how you're worried about his development, and I get what you're saying. I
know where you're coming.
You know exactly where I'm coming, boy.
Yeah, I know what you're coming.
Fucking dirty minded. We talk about development. It's not just on ice. A lot of it has to do with it, yes. But if you heard what he said, he goes, the coaching staff allowed me to participate in video segments.
Fucking Marty, dude.
Strategy. Man, unbelievable.
Man,
that's another sign of leadership that like you know about those qualities, and you know that Marty has them, but then when you actually hear them, it's like, yeah, you know what? I'm not surprised. But yet again, it's fucking amazing. Like, we're amazed to hear that. They're bringing in Kirby Dach, whose season is done, and they're not only letting him just sit around and just sit there, listen, shut up. It's like, no, it's like, Kirby, what do you think? Kirby, tell us your thoughts. Kirby, where do you think we can improve? What do you think is good here? Yeah. They're letting Kirby Dach give feedback in terms of strategy or sessions, how to do this, how to do that.
Which is fucking genius, because once he's healthy enough to come in, he's going to slot in and already be in the loop of things. He'll less of an adjustment apart from his, his timing, which is only normal. Like at first, your timing is, you break into it. But like mentally, dude, he's going to know exactly where the team is or where the team stands. But also what the team has to do to be successful.
But what does that also tell you about Kirby Dach?
Oh, dude, he's a fucking. To me, I've always said it. He's a fantastic leadership type of player. Like,
so at one point in time, people questioned his work ethic, his reputation in Chicago.
Really? I've never heard that. Oh, really? Okay, I never heard
here
that.
And there. Then again, those could be weird, dude.
Yeah.
A 22-year-old who's getting up at like 6, 7 in the morning to go to the rink every day. You're injured. You're not skating. You want to see the guys, but like, dude, to go there almost every day and just to be part of coaching sessions off the ice.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not determination of being better and knowing that, listen, the improvements are not going to come from the ice right now because I'm injured for the rest of the season. Well, then what do? You develop your brain and make it muscle memory at one point from like that when you do get back on the ice.
Yeah,
it's so awesome. This is like,
but it's also
we've never had this before.
Thing though, it's
totally.
It's a psychological thing too that Marty's probably wanting to put onto Dach, because psychologically now he has a player who unfortunately wants to play but can't. So normally with like regular coaching and like not regular coaching, but like back in the day, players would stand, watch in the stands, and be all depressed and take their fucking antidepressants and their painkillers and all that shit.
Yeah.
But that's what they used to do back in the day, right?
It
now
is true too. They didn't go.
We have
a
player who's engaged mentally, where the coach is allowing this to happen and be part of the fucking process.
The process. Yeah.
Which means like it's as if this. So picture an employee that really loves their job and goes in at 5 a.m. when they're not supposed to, but they're there and they're willing to do it. And they're just engaged, and it builds the whole fucking organization because of that. Changes the vibe.
That makes me think?
So players see that, dude. Players will see the way Dach is, where he's
what that makes me think?
Input, and that makes everybody fucking gel and all that kind of stuff.
Do you know what that makes me think of? And I'm not making comparisons here, but how many times in stories did you hear that a player like Guy Lafleur was like an hour and a half, 2 hours before game time in the dressing room, already dressed up to his skates and
yes,
you know what I mean?
Engagement, man.
It's
right.
And again, I'm not I'm not saying Kirby Dach is Guy Lafleur, but the mentality of being ready mentally and being engaged, like you just said.
There's nothing better than a person that loves to be where they are.
Dude, perfect. Being obsessed. Being obsessed with what you're doing and the sport you're playing. I couldn't agree more.
It's contagious,
Sammy. Dude, it's my goodness, is it ever? Yes. But it's little things like that we don't know. But then when you hear about these little things, you're putting the pieces together to this puzzle, and then it goes back to Juraj Slafkovský doing drill practices either before regular practice or after with Dr. Schott. And look at it. The proof is in
shooting
the
next to garbage cans and shit,
dude. And what's he doing, dude? He's shooting fucking from the boards. He's scoring from the boards. He's like,
fucking love it.
But that's what it is, and that's what Marty keeps telling people. And there's a lot of people that need to understand. A lot of people get it, and they're trusting the process. The others that don't quite see it yet, you have to understand that Marty's not there because he has the answers. Marty's there to help these kids figure it out, the answers. He doesn't have the answers. This actually, Eric Engels said this. Eric Engels from Sportsnet said this on the SIG podcast. He goes, Marty St. Louis, he's not there saying I have the answers, but I'm going to help you find them. That's the coach Marty is. And Marty,
he was also like that as a player. He wasn't always
totally.
He wasn't drafted, dude. He wasn't the most naturally gifted player, but he found ways to win. So
yeah,
he's bringing that concept to his coaching, his work ethic, and with his team he's building. So it's fucking fantastic. It's fantastic. And engage everyone. Let's go from the fucking janitor all the way till the fucking the GM and the president.
Like all dude, the same. I don't buy this shit that Marty doesn't like Arbor Jackeye, blah 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 blah. Like,
who the hell said that?
Dude, there's a lot of people that thought that. It's I don't buy that bullshit whatsoever. It's 2 games in a row that Jackeye scores.